welcome to Predator. Part of our Zang that we do every month, showcasing the great, crazy 80s movies of any genre, comedy, action, you name it.
Is there anybody here who's a huge fan of Predator? Whoa, alright. I want to tell quickly the story of why this is even happening, and then I'm going to hand over to him to excite you and fill you with wild blood. This is the first real 35mm screening of Predator, allegedly to happen anywhere in the world in 6 years. The studio does not have a print of this movie. This came from a really overprotective collector who does not want us to be playing this movie for you at all. But it really is the only known print of this movie in the world, and we are doing this for you guys. This one show only was all we were allowed. So I applaud you for making it to the show. That is a significant
Yeah.
And it took us 4 years to find a print. That's 4 years to find a print of this movie. So it's pretty magical. But Predator, there's a lot of excitement about it, and the most amazing thing is that it is definitely the best Stallone movie ever. Ever.
No. Yeah, so now he's not in this movie.
Oh, I'm leaving. Never mind. I'm leaving. Tell us about Predator.
Predator. It was a true staple of my household and all my friends' household when we were like 10. I think we just had some VHS taped off an HBO version. It had all the swearing and the violence, and we wore the shit out of that tape.
Is there anybody here who had a similar experience?
I think it was on the same tape as like, I think it was Commando. It was Commando and Predator, which is a great double feature, I must say. The movie's amazing. The cast is so good. It's sort of like the 12 Angry Men of alien hunter movies. And it stars true badasses. Like, it's got 2 governors in this movie. Like, that's what action movie has 2 governors in it other than The Running Man, right? Was that the other one?
That's true.
Yeah.
And in this movie, Jesse the Body Ventura is seriously wearing an MTV like tank top. He's like, no rules. He's just like all man.
And then also stars Bill Duke, who is so awesome. Like Carl Weathers gets a lot of credit in this movie for being awesome too, but I think Bill Duke is sort of the underdog of the cooler of the 2 tough black guys in the movie. And he's awesome. I love him. And it stars Shane Black in one of his only starring roles, and he's great.
The guy who's going to direct Iron Man 3 is in this movie acting.
Acting.
Isn't that fascinating? But one of the most amazing things about it is that the director of this movie should be considered like the grand wizard, lord of action films, because the year after this he made
Die Hard like the year after.
So really this is a John McTiernan explosion of wrath and fury. And before this he had made a really shitty movie called Nomads that you should only watch if you want to see Pierce Brosnan totally nude.
Yeah! And now, sadly, John McTiernan is in jail for a few years for, I don't remember exactly, some weird wiretapping.
I think he's in jail for blowing up all of South America in this movie. And they just caught him because he is that violent. He killed 289 cops before they took him down. So I'm really excited about this show.
Me too.
Because of the rarity of the print, but also because Zang, which is the series that this movie is playing in tonight, is basically a true and genuine worship of 80s movies. That's like 80s action and comedy and just all of the crazy, gaudy ridiculousness of the 80s. So let me ask a genuine question. Is anybody here the type of person who's really psyched to watch a Blu-ray screening and you have cap guns and you yell out the favorite lines from the movie? Because if you are, I have great news. You can get a refund right now and leave the fucking theater, because this is an actual, like, this is a movie for, this is a screen of people who love movies and love Predator.
And for all the sad people that saw Predators, plural, this will hopefully erase that bullshit from memory for all time.
I worry that Robert Rodriguez was in the audience, but he's probably not. So, because I don't think he probably likes Predator, or else he would have made a better movie. So anyway, the point is that this is really the apex. This is the greatest. I mean, this, we love the movie Aliens. I think we collectively, we love the Terminator films. But there's something about Predator that is so irresponsibly violent and unapologetically ridiculous, and it's just like wiping out entire countries, and they just don't give a shit. And this movie like just nails all of that like 80s juiced up Reagan blast excitement rage so well. And to top it off, we have a 35mm trailer reel of some other classics featuring some of your favorite actors.
And this is a loud movie, it's crazy, but we please ask you to do not talk during this movie. This is a very rare screening. Do not ruin it for all these wonderful people that showed up on a Sunday night post all that bullshit that's been going on this week. And so please no talking.
However, cheer and laugh and just like, feel the heat and like the wrath and the violence and the mutilation come out of you. Like let it go. Just don't say, I like that part. Just don't do that shit. But all the rest, do it, feel it, blast it, rip it, you know, eat it, and have a great time. Tip your waiters, and thank you guys very much. And now, Predator.
Commando. Let's party.
Why don't you use the regular army? What do you need us for?
Because some damn fool accused you of being the best. Dylan!
You son of a bitch! What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Huh? Had enough? Make it easy on yourself, Dutch. okay. But didn't know when to quit, huh? Damn good to see you, Dutch. What is this fucking Thai business? Oh, come on, forget about it. I heard about that little joke.
Hey! The other day I went up to my girlfriend. I said, you know, I'd like a little pussy. She said, me too. Mine's as big as a house. See, she wanted a little one, but hers was as big as a house.
Get that stinking shit out of my face.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Strap this on your sore ass plane.
Stick around. Picture's dug in like an Alabama tick.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Okay. You got time to duck?
Billy, you know something. What is it?
I'm scared, don't you?
Bullshit. You ain't afraid of no man.
There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man. We're all gonna die.
That's Susan. Susan's cool.
We make a stand now, or there will be nobody left to go to the chopper.
There is something else. When the big man was killed, you must have wanted it. Its blood was on the leaves.
If you please, we can kill it.
Get to the chopper! Ugly motherfucker.